Welcome, gentlemen over 50. I want you to imagine this every day. You snack on familiar nuts, small treats that seem harmless, yet in reality, they may affect your prostate health even more than medication or any supplement you take. Have you ever found yourself waking up several times at night just to urinate? I have met many patients who shared the same story, and most of them never thought that a handful of nuts could be directly related to those restless nights. In today's video, I want to share with you 10 important types of nuts. Nuts that, from my years of working with people over 60, I've found can directly affect the prostate. There are 5 types you should avoid if you don't want to worsen nighttime urination symptoms, and 5 types you should eat every day. Not only because they taste great, but also because they help protect your prostate and keep your bladder and urinary system comfortable. What is interesting is that some nuts we believe are healthy can silently cause harm. I remember one of my patients, John, 65 years old, who ate salted peanuts every day while watching football. He never realized that this seemingly harmless habit was the reason he was waking up 3 to 4 times a night. When he replaced them with walnuts and raw almonds, within a few weeks, his sleep improved significantly. So I invite you to sit down with me, listen carefully, and reflect on whether the foods you eat each day are truly helping your prostate. If you find this information helpful, do not forget to click like, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel to receive weekly health tips for older adults. Together, let us explore each type of nut, understand how it affects your body, and make smarter choices for your long-term health. 5 types of nuts that can make prostate problems worse. Hello, gentlemen. Today we are going to talk about a topic that many men often overlook, but it can significantly affect your sleep, prostate health, and overall quality of life. The nuts you eat every day. You might think it is just a small handful of nuts. What could it matter? But in truth, the way these nuts are prepared and the types you choose can either improve or quietly worsen your prostate condition. Let us start with the types of nuts that, in my experience working with men over 60, often make prostate symptoms worse, especially frequent nighttime urination. Sit back and listen. I will share real stories to help you visualize this more clearly. 1. Salted peanuts. Picture this. It is a weekend evening. You sit down to watch a game, and there is a bowl of crunchy salted peanuts in front of you. You grab a handful, then another, and before you know it, half the bowl is gone. This habit may seem harmless, but the salt in peanuts increases bladder pressure, draws more water into your system, and makes you wake up multiple times at night to urinate. One of my patients, Thomas, 67, once told me he could not understand why he was waking up 3 or 4 times every night. When I asked about his eating habits, he replied, "I just eat peanuts while watching football," after switching to dry, roasted, unsalted peanuts and limiting himself to a small handful each evening. He noticed a big difference. His sleep was deeper, his mornings were more energetic, and his bladder felt more relaxed. So if peanuts are your favorite snack, try switching to dry, roasted, unsalted ones, and limit yourself to about 1 handful, roughly 28 grams. It is a simple yet effective way to ease pressure on your prostate and improve sleep quality. 2. Candied or caramelized nuts. Have you noticed the sweet aroma of caramelized almonds or pecans whenever you walk through a fair or shopping mall? They look shiny, smell delicious, and are hard to resist. But behind that sugary coating lies a high amount of sugar, the enemy of your prostate. Sugar, whether white sugar, honey, or natural syrup, promotes inflammation in the body, increases belly fat, and puts extra pressure on the bladder, leading to more nighttime urination. Another patient of mine, Robert, 63, loved caramelized nuts every evening. After a few weeks, he found himself waking up multiple times during the night. When he replaced them with plain nuts and added a few berries, he still enjoyed the sweet taste, but with far less inflammation, and his sleep improved dramatically. So my advice is to enjoy nuts in their natural form and pair them with berries for flavor and prostate support. That way, you can still enjoy your snacks without harming your prostate health. 3. Processed mixed nuts with oils. Think about those mixed nut containers you often see in supermarkets. Cashews, pecans, almonds, and peanuts all tossed together. They look healthy and tempting. But if you read the label, you will often find cheap vegetable oils like soybean or palm oil and a fair amount of salt. When roasted at high heat, these oils form inflammatory compounds, and when combined with salt, they make your prostate and bladder even more stressed. One of my patients, Harold, 66, did not realize that the mixed nuts he ate every night were one of the main reasons he had to wake up so often. After I guided him to make his own dry, roasted nut mix at home, controlling the ingredients and skipping the salt, his nighttime urination frequency decreased significantly within weeks. So if you enjoy mixed nuts, make them yourself at home using dry, roasted, unsalted nuts. You will still get the flavor without the inflammation that harms your prostate. 4. Eating too many cashews. Cashews are smooth, tasty, and popular in snacks, trail mixes, and even desserts. But from my experience, eating too many cashews can worsen prostate symptoms. The first issue is their high calorie content, which leads to weight gain, especially belly fat, one of the key triggers for prostate enlargement. Second, cashews contain oxalates, and consuming too much can increase the risk of kidney stones, adding stress to an already sensitive urinary system. One patient, George, 64, told me he was eating just a few handfuls every night without realizing that the calories were adding up, causing weight gain and worsening his nighttime urination. After I advised him to limit his intake to 8 to 10 cashews a day, about 8 grams, and balance them with fruits and vegetables, he noticed a clear improvement, less bladder pressure and deeper sleep. The lesson here is simple. Cashews are delicious, but treat them as an occasional snack, not an all-day habit. Portion control keeps them both tasty and prostate-friendly. 5. Salted roasted almonds. Salted roasted almonds, with their crunch and aroma, are a popular snack, especially for those who enjoy something light after dinner or while watching TV. But did you know that the salt and oil in salted almonds can cause mild inflammation and increase bladder pressure if eaten too much? One of my patients, Philip, 65, loved salted almonds and considered them an essential part of his evenings. After a few weeks, he began waking up several times during the night, even though he had never had prostate symptoms before. When I advised him to switch to raw or dry, roasted unsalted almonds and limit himself to about 20 per day, his nighttime urination decreased noticeably and his sleep improved. This reminds us that not all healthy nuts are truly good for prostate health. The key factors are how they are processed, how much salt and oil they contain, and the portion size you consume. If you have eaten any of these nuts and noticed increased nighttime urination, comment below with the type you eat most often and share this video to help other men understand better. Remember, just a few small changes in your daily eating habits can make a big difference for your prostate, your sleep, and your overall health. When you understand the impact of each type of nut, you can confidently choose snacks that are not only tasty, but also truly beneficial for your long-term well-being. Hello, gentlemen. After learning about the types of nuts we should avoid, I now want to guide you to something just as important. The types of nuts that, when eaten correctly every day, can truly help strengthen your prostate, relax your bladder, improve your sleep, and bring more energy into your daily life. Many people think of nuts as just snacks, but in truth, with the right kinds, a small handful each day can be a natural medicine. They can reduce inflammation, protect prostate cells, and support the urinary system effectively. Let me walk you through each type, along with real-life examples from my years of experience working with men over 60. 1. Walnuts. Imagine adding a few walnut halves to your morning oatmeal, or sprinkling them over your lunch salad. Those crunchy, buttery pieces are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, the kind of healthy fats your body needs to reduce inflammation, especially the silent kind that affects the prostate. I remember a patient, Henry, 68 years old, who often complained about bladder pressure at night. I suggested he eat 7 walnut halves each day. After just a few weeks, he told me his sleep had improved, the heaviness in his lower abdomen had eased, and the prostate pressure had noticeably decreased. Omega 3S also protect prostate cells from oxidative stress, one of the main causes of prostate enlargement as men age. The great thing about walnuts is how versatile they are. You can eat them directly, add them to oatmeal or salad, or even include a few halves in desserts. This is a clear example of how small but consistent daily choices can make a big difference for prostate health. 2. Raw almonds. Raw almonds are crunchy, aromatic, and delicious. But their real power lies in their nutrition. They are rich in vitamin E, magnesium, and fiber, nutrients that help support the bladder, regulate blood sugar, and protect prostate cells. Another patient, Daniel, 66, told me he enjoyed almonds with his afternoon tea. He used to struggle with frequent nighttime urination and poor sleep. When I recommended eating 20 to 25 almonds a day, about 28 grams, with light meals, he noticed a remarkable improvement. Fewer bathroom trips at night, more alert mornings, and less tension in his lower abdomen. Almonds also help control weight and blood sugar, crucial for men over 60, since excess weight and unstable blood sugar put extra stress on the prostate. You can eat them as snacks, or add them to salads or morning oatmeal. Simple, convenient, and effective. 3. Pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds, also known as pepitas, may be small, but they are powerful allies for the prostate. They are rich in zinc, phytosterols, and magnesium, nutrients that reduce swelling, improve urine flow, and decrease nighttime urination. One of my patients, Frank, 67, once thought pumpkin seeds were only for Halloween, but when I explained that 2 tablespoons a day, sprinkled on salads, smoothies, or eaten as a snack, would help maintain zinc and phytosterol levels, he decided to try it. The result: fewer bathroom trips, stronger urine flow, and less bladder pressure. The prostate contains one of the highest concentrations of zinc in the body, and zinc deficiency is linked to prostate enlargement. So supplementing naturally with pumpkin seeds is a simple, safe, and effective way to protect your prostate. This is a perfect example of how small things can create big benefits. 4. Brazil nuts. Brazil nuts are famous for their high selenium content, a vital mineral that reduces inflammation, protects prostate cells, and balances hormones. Just 1 or 2 nuts a day can provide the recommended daily amount of selenium, along with zinc, magnesium, and healthy fats. A patient named Leonard, 65, started eating 1 to 2 Brazil nuts every morning. After a few weeks, he noticed his bladder felt more relaxed. Nighttime urination decreased, and his sleep became deeper. Selenium also boosts the body's antioxidant defenses, shielding the prostate from oxidative stress, a key factor in prostate enlargement over time. A word of caution: selenium is a powerful mineral, so do not overconsume it. 1 to 2 nuts per day is enough. Think of it as a natural dietary supplement in your daily routine. 5. Macadamia nuts. Macadamia nuts are rich, buttery, and soft. They contain monounsaturated fats that help reduce inflammation and ease pressure on the prostate and bladder. One of my patients, Samuel, 62, began adding 5 to 6 macadamia nuts to his morning oatmeal or salad each day. The results surprised him. The tightness in his lower abdomen lessened. His sleep deepened. And his energy stayed steady throughout the day. Macadamia nuts are a perfect example of how to add a new protective nut to your diet without major changes. Just a few each day provide healthy fats, lower inflammation, and strengthen prostate health. So, which of these nuts are you already eating? Comment below and subscribe to the channel for more weekly tips on protecting your prostate. As you can see, just a handful of nuts a day can make a major difference in prostate health, sleep, and overall quality of life. Smart choices and small, consistent habits will help you feel stronger, urinate more comfortably, and live with less stress and greater confidence. Hello, gentlemen. We have just explored together the types of nuts that are good and bad for the prostate. Before we finish, I want to help you review and share a few daily practical tips so that all this knowledge truly becomes part of your life. Imagine your body as a small garden. Each nut you eat is like a seed you plant. Some seeds bring life and growth, while others silently weaken the roots and dry the leaves. For your prostate, choosing the right nuts and controlling portions is how you take care of that inner garden. First, let us recall the 5 types of nuts you should limit or avoid. Salted peanuts contain high levels of sodium that draw water into the body, increase bladder pressure, and cause frequent nighttime urination. Sugar. Coated or candied nuts trigger inflammation, raise belly fat, and put extra strain on both the bladder and prostate. Processed nut mixes roasted in oils such as soybean or palm oil create inflammatory compounds and, combined with salt, increase prostate stress. Cashews, when eaten in excess, promote belly fat, contain oxalates that raise the risk of kidney stones, and burden the urinary system. Salted roasted almonds contain oil and sodium that can cause mild inflammation and increase bladder tension if consumed too often. If you still eat these types of nuts regularly, try changing gradually. Switch to healthier nuts, reduce salt, sugar, and processed oils, and control your portions. Next, here are the 5. Prostate. Protecting nuts you should add to your daily routine. Walnuts are rich in omega-3 fatty acids that reduce inflammation, protect prostate cells, and ease bladder pressure. Eat about 7 walnut halves a day. Add them to salads, oatmeal, or eat them plain. Raw almonds are full of vitamin E, magnesium, and fiber, which support bladder health and balance blood sugar. 20 to 20. 5 almonds a day is ideal. Pumpkin seeds are rich in zinc, phytosterols, and magnesium, which reduce swelling, improve urine flow, and decrease nighttime urination. 2 tablespoons a day sprinkled on salads, smoothies, or evening snacks is enough. Brazil nuts are packed with selenium, zinc, and magnesium that fight inflammation, balance hormones, and protect the prostate. 1 to 2 nuts a day is sufficient. Macadamia nuts, rich in monounsaturated fats, gently reduce inflammation and relieve prostate and bladder pressure. 5 to 6 nuts a day, eaten plain or mixed into salads or oatmeal, is perfect. Now, let me share a few simple but powerful habits you can start today. Eat the right nuts in the right portions. Just a handful a day supplies anti-inflammatory nutrients, helps balance hormones, and relieves bladder tension. Combine nuts with vegetables, oatmeal, or salads to increase fiber intake and prevent consuming too many calories. Pay attention to your body's response. You will notice changes in your sleep quality, the number of nighttime bathroom trips, and the feeling of pressure in your lower abdomen. Build consistency by eating nuts at the same time each day, such as in the morning or afternoon, to help your body absorb nutrients more effectively. These small, consistent actions can reduce nighttime urination, improve sleep, maintain healthy weight, and protect the prostate over the long term. You will notice the difference in just a few weeks. Your body will feel lighter, your mind calmer, and your daily life more enjoyable, free from discomfort. Let us review once more. The 5 harmful nuts are salted peanuts, sugar-coated nuts, processed nut mixes, excessive cashews, and salted roasted almonds. The 5 beneficial nuts are walnuts, raw almonds, pumpkin seeds, Brazil nuts, and macadamia nuts. Changing your daily nut habits is a small step that can make a big difference in prostate health, sleep, and overall quality of life. So, what are you waiting for? Start changing your nut choices today. Share this video and subscribe to receive a free checklist of prostate, protecting nuts, and more health tips. Small daily choices create major long-term changes for your body and your life. Remember, not all nuts are the same. Some quietly worsen prostate conditions, disrupt sleep, and drain your energy. Others, like walnuts, raw almonds, pumpkin seeds, Brazil nuts, and macadamia nuts, quietly protect your prostate, reduce inflammation, balance hormones, and support lasting wellness. The secret is to replace harmful nuts with beneficial ones. Eat proper portions and turn your daily snacks into a tool for prostate health. Just one handful of the right nuts each day can make a big difference in your sleep, your energy, and your overall well-being. Imagine that every nut you eat is an act of care. A way of telling your body, I value my health and want to protect it. If you find this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you will not miss weekly tips on senior men's health. Also, comment below with your favorite type of nut so we can learn from each other and support one another in this journey toward better prostate care. Your sharing might help another gentleman.